How do you typically start it, Kim?
I have no idea. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to M Sister Studios podcast. I know you guys are probably all confused because this is not Kim or Danielle's voice. This is, in fact, Lauren Woolman. And we are going to be doing some fun, fun, fun stuff today on this podcast. We are going to
I'm
have
very excited.
I'm so excited. Can you tell? We're
Yeah,
having
we're
a
pumped.
we're having a celebrity guess that celebrity's forearm
Well,
contest.
yeah, if everybody listened to the podcast last week, we had Lauren on as our guest, and now she's our official,
Co-host.
unofficial third co-host for this episode because we went into another deep dive about celebrity forearms and how both of us love them. And
Yes.
so we're going to play the game Celebrity Forearm that I've been talking about for weeks, but it's going to be me against Lauren. It's going to be very exciting.
And for all the audience members at home, just know Kim and I quizzed each other earlier today and
Yeah.
we did fairly well. So this is going to be a very interesting competition.
Right. We had to do some practice, which I think, okay, so for the ones that weren't obvious, the ones that we got were good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you really can't tell.
No, it's really hard. Like,
It is really hard.
I mean, if they're tattooed, it's very like duh, this is who that is.
You know what's harder? The ones in black and white that we were sending to each other.
Yes.
The pictures in black and white also, I
Because
find that
you can't tell the color of the hair if it's there. And like that's a really defining
good
characteristic.
point. But I didn't think about that. But also too, like the I find that I am looking more into context clues that like are in the image rather than the actual forearms.
Yeah,
But
that's true. That's true. Like
yeah.
the Pete Davidson one you sent me, like I recognized his tattoos, but I also recognized his sweatshirt more.
Which is what I thought too. I'm like, oh, she'll get this. But
Mhm.
like yeah, like the Tom Holland one, like I said, I only recognized it and thought it was him because of the plaid pants, because I asked you if it was a movie from Spider-Man because I think he wears his pajamas in the movie.
Right, right. Yeah.
But to be fair, his arms didn't even look like his arms. They looked bigger than what I'd imagine he looked like.
And I blame that on Photoshop because
Skinny twerk.
they Photoshop everything now, and so there's no realistic body image.
Well, yeah, and it was like a photo shoot, like the actual image.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's like a small guy, but like compared to like somebody else, he's the small guy.
He's
think we should-
tiny by nature.
Yeah, like he's not muscular. He's just smaller.
Yeah.
I think we should explain our love for forearms. Don't know. Should I go first?
Or understand, like me.
Yeah. Yeah, Kim, you go first.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know why, number one, but I said this before. I go, that's that, like, because everybody has that one, I guess, body part that they like the most. Sometimes it's more conventional than others. In this case, mine is kind of unconventional, like forearms. There's an aesthetic about them that I can't comprehend in my brain, but I just think that if they're like nice, they got the good like muscle line in them, and like Lauren said, like maybe if they're wearing a suit and the sleeves are rolled up, then it looks really nice. Like maybe it just has to go with being some form of like put together. I don't know, but I don't like I just think that I like them because to me they're like just aesthetically like they're very like attractive if they look nice.
So the forearm
Yes.
is also one of the hardest muscles to train. So if
Yeah.
it looks well defined, I think it just makes them more attractive because you know they have to work so much harder just to get that extra like development in.
Yeah.
Because like there's no exercise to train your forearm. Like what are you going to do, this all
But I
day?
feel like that's more your wrist anyways.
Exactly. So like Like, I mean, like that's that muscle though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's just something very aesthetically pleasing, especially if there's like that little vein like right there that like pops off. You know what I'm talking about?
Right
If they're like
where?
it's
Do I
like
have
it-
my
it's like
arm?
right in between like the wrist and like the forearm. Like you can't see it on my skin because I'm too pale and I'm not that muscular. It's more of like a muscular thing that makes it pop out more.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, there's just something about it. It's like it just I don't know if
It's
this is
beautiful.
it's a manly attribute too. I feel like it's the only like the women's forearms are so slender and like the men's forearms are just a little bit like I don't want
Chunkier.
to yeah.
They're chunkier. No, I
Which is
totally
just
get
like
it. Also, like, I like women's forearms too, but I'm not looking at a woman's forearm.
no.
So no
I'm
hate to
not.
the female forearm. It's not about you today, okay?
Yeah.
Danielle, what's your take on the forearm?
It's okay. I'm more of a overall arm looking kind of person. But based off what you guys are saying, the forearms could be like a good precursor or a good hint as like what the rest of the body would look like. Because if they're
Exactly.
putting work into their forearms, then they have to be putting in work in other places, right? Or you would
Right.
think.
You would
Exactly.
think, but honestly, and I've said this, if a man is just an ugly human being on the inside and he has nice forearms, then that's fine.
I'm
I will make an exception. I don't
I'm
know
talking
why.
about the outside, like the physical characteristics,
The
not the inside.
like you're a mean person. You're an
But
awful
you
person.
still look hot because you have good forearms.
Exactly. Like, trust me. Yeah, I don't. It's
I mean, I
awful.
think we just also like we just got to keep that in check because we can't just be going for someone for their looks. Like that's not ideal.
Well, am I looking at his face or am I looking at his forearm? That's the question. Like,
That is a good question. I can't
you know what I
believe
mean?
like it's such an important part of your anatomy and I feel like people forget that the because like I kind of agree with Danielle when she said like the entire arm is like important to take notice of because like if they have like a really nice bicep but like their triceps not as defined like that's not fun either. You kind of need the balance like triceps if you get a good look at a tricep oof like they're spicy
They are spicy.
and working triceps is a bitch.
I guess I agree. I wish I could agree more. I don't
Well,
know.
okay. So the thing about the triceps, and people forget this, and Lauren might know this, is that the tricep is actually a bigger muscle than the bicep.
It is.
So having a well-defined tricep is I wouldn't say easier, but like makes your arm looks bigger. So
It
like the
does.
bicep could be like a straight little string bean, and then the tricep is a horseshoe that it is, and it's perfect. And then the forearms, of course.
Yeah. I mean, not to flex or anything, but like my tricep game is like my triceps are pretty large. And I think it has a lot to do with my gymnastics. And like my biceps are not as developed as my triceps. And I think it comes down to the fact that it's just not as big of a muscle.
No, it's
You're
not.
pretty jacked though, Lauren.
Yeah, I am. Can't
You
really
are.
in the sweatshirt, but
No, you are.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course. Yeah, so that's why we like forearms. I don't know if that at least on my end explained any reason why I like them. I just do, okay?
I mean, this is a judgment-free zone. If you judge us for our love of the forearm, I think you need to reevaluate your priorities and how you judge other people.
I think it's gonna be different. I think people are gonna pay more attention to it because we brought it up.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
make a good
anybody's
point.
gonna judge.
Yeah,
Maybe Danielle, but
she's allowed to judge. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm the only one. No one else.
do you have anything? Danielle said she has topics for us.
I do. I have like one main topic, which is causing a lot of discussion nowadays. I don't know if you guys are keeping track, but I think, what was it? It was last year, right? They announced they were doing a Friends reunion, and everyone is not, I wouldn't say making fun, but everyone's starting to critique the show Friends because of like the time and place and when they film it and the stuff they were talking about. And I will just have to say, after finishing Friends for the third time in a row, my one hardcore opinion is that Ross is a toxic masculine person.
Dude, Ross sucks.
This has been all over the internet. Ross does suck, but it sucks because I know he sucks, but I still kind of like him.
No, I am not like a Friends fanatic like Danielle, and I don't know if you're a fanatic, Lauren,
I
but
love it. My sisters watch it more than I do, but I do love the show, genuinely.
I've watched, I think, seasons 1 through 5, and then I'll watch it like at night if it's on like late night TV.
Mhm.
But no, Ross sucks. Like he is so problematic.
Oh, he is. My sandwich.
Yeah, I don't really, that's my opinion, but I also don't really like Rachel. I don't like them together.
Well, they're supposed to be together, but they're not supposed to be together. Like my thing with Rachel is she thinks she's too good for him, which makes it hard, but she's also not too good for him. You know what I mean? Like
Totally not.
it's weird. It's a weird power struggle, I feel like, that whole relationship. And I just love
feel
Jennifer
like
Aniston so much. So
yeah. Oh, I love Jennifer Aniston. I just feel like Ross and Rachel are just so messy.
oh yeah, but it would be boring if they weren't.
Well, Chandler and Monica aren't messy. I like them better.
But that storyline is not as interesting as Ross and Rachel's.
Yeah, but also like who wants to be in a Ross and Rachel relationship? I know I wouldn't.
No, I don't. But again,
okay, because here's the thing. I understand that it's television, but like this is the one thing, and I don't know if it's like has anything to do with like the topic that Danielle brought up, but like the idea of like idolizing like some form of a toxic relationship is so stupid to me. Like I just don't understand why that is. And it's not that like if there's other relationships that people are obsessed with, like Harley Quinn and the Joker, for example, that people are obsessed with, that they idolize this form of a very toxic relationship, like a Bonnie and Clyde-esque relationship. And I just don't understand because I just don't. And also I am such like a critic when I watch anything. Like I am one of those people where I like vocally comment anytime I'm watching something, and a lot of times if I don't agree with what like a main character is doing and like a protagonist is doing, then ultimately I'm just going to be turned off by them. 9 out of 10 times in shows and movies that I've watched, I do not like the main character.
Well, okay, so I think so here's the reason why the whole toxic, both Ross as a character, but also Ross and Rachel is an issue when it comes to Friends, is because, so say you compare the relationship of Ross and Rachel to Joker and Harley Quinn. They're not the same, but I think the reason why
I'm not comparing them.
No,
I'm
no, no,
just saying
no.
that they're both toxic.
I know that, but like for Ross as a character and Ross and Rachel, when it comes to the show, they don't like, yes, they might recognize like they're toxic, but they don't do anything to fix it, or they won't develop the story or characters around them being toxic. Like Harley Quinn and Joker, like they know they're bad like they're evil characters, and they know they're toxic, so they play the story according to that. Or like
right, and then they're also like superheroes, like it's a lot more exaggerated.
Right.
Sure.
And then if you say a show more similar to Friends, like The Office, the characters who are bad in a sense, like they play off them being bad and make them grow, but they also recognize that they're toxic. The fact that there's no development in Ross, even though there's so many instances when he sucks, not just in the relationship, but as a man and as a father, you're like, dude, like what the heck you're doing?
Yeah. I
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay,
But
yes, but you also, sorry to cut you
no,
off,
go ahead.
Kim,
Go.
but you also have to take into consideration Ross's storyline. He lost his wife because she found out she was a lesbian. Like that sucks. I don't know how you trust after that. Like try to think of it as like a female. She found out her husband was gay. Like how do you, like, you kept this a whole thing a secret from me the whole time, and now we have a kid that I have to raise, but now I have to also factor in your significant other who stole you from me technically. So like he has a lot to deal with, and he just never processed or dealt with that trauma, which I think
yeah,
is
he dealt his circumstances in obviously bad ways because that's evident in his relationship and the way he carries himself.
right.
But so
He's just
no,
an insecure,
go ahead.
he's an insecure person, and his
Oh,
parents
totally.
raise him, so he doesn't think he has to do any work. Like he's the favorite. Monica's not. So
Yeah,
he's
that's
praised, and he
too.
doesn't see that he has to make any improvements because he's praised. So the cycle of toxic masculinity moves on. And I think that's a really important part of his story. I think he was written to be one of the flaws in the show, because you can't have 6 friends and all of them be perfect. That's not realistic.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That is a good
I
point.
just don't like, in the sense of like, Rachel is supposed to technically be the main protagonist in that show, right? Obviously, with the show's popularity, every character has become popular and a fan favorite and has an equal amount of
With the
storyline.
exception of Ross. I feel like Ross is
Yeah.
the antagonist of the entire plot.
Yeah, I could agree with that too.
Rachel ran the start of the show. Rachel ran away from her wedding.
Yeah.
And Ross was a big factor as to why she didn't go back to her wedding.
Yeah.
Like, think, like, if say, God forbid, Kim and I had a falling out and I'm at the altar and I realize, oh shit, I don't want to do this, and I go running to find Kim, who I haven't spoken to since high school or whatever the Monica relationship is, as a friend, what do you do? What do you even do to that situation, knowing that your brother had a huge crush on you as well?
But they fell out though. They weren't best friends until after high school.
Right, until they had the rekindling. So what do you do with that? If
I was like Monica,
yeah, if you were Monica in this situation and I came to you years after, I'm like, I'm in this bad situation where I don't want to get married, do you be like, sit me down and be like, well, why do you not want to do this? Or you should go back? Like, that's not how you solve this? Or because she solved the wedding situation in a terrible manner, Rachel, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I think like obviously this is in a real life situation, and if I wasn't as close to you as I used to be, I just would probably have like a sit down conversation with you, like a dinner, and then tell you what I think you should do and just be like an ear for you. But then ultimately you're gonna do what you want to do. Obviously, Rachel was so immature in that she needed somebody like a Monica to take care of her.
Right.
But yeah, I guess Ross just never learned to figure out his emotions, like even before adulthood.
No, he didn't have to.
Yeah,
he was told, he was, oh, my Ross, to his parents, like, you know, like,
yeah.
Well, they also addressed it in like a later season. So Kim, a few weeks ago, and this is why I'm bringing it up, she told me what her dream like celebrity crushes are, and one of them was on an episode.
No, it was celebrity men that I think I would have a vivacious marriage to.
Yeah, and one of them was Freddie Prinze Jr., and he was on an episode of Friends, and they talked about the issue that Ross had growing up, because on the episode that Freddie Prinze Jr. was on Friends, he was a manny, so a male nanny.
Okay.
Who was, like, more emotional and more in touch with his feelings and stuff like that, and Ross had a problem with it. Like,
right, I remember. He was like, it's like when people find out that like male nurses exist, like that's not a man's job. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ross had an issue with it. and he couldn't like figure out why he had an issue with such a like having a sensitive male be a nanny to his daughter. And then at the end of the episode, Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character sat Ross down. He's like therapizing him, and he's like, why do you feel like this or whatever? And Ross was like, my dad told me I have to be a man and not play with toys, and I can't cry, and
Right.
all those
Funny
things.
that you bring up the whole male nurse thing, because I just read a research paper for my Working Women in American Society class like 2 weeks ago, and it was about male nurses, because male nurses have a lot of stigma associated with men going into that practice, and a lot of it has to do with the, I don't think I'm pronouncing this right, but the hegemonic, which is like the political or social context of masculinity, and in this case it's about masculinity, and how certain advertisements for male nursing catered more towards those typical ideologies that are behind like masculinity or being a man, which entails like being a breadwinner, like you're gonna bring money to your family, things that are more stereotypical involving men in careers in general. And I don't know what I'm trying to make, but it was just interesting that you brought that up. But yeah, it's similar to, I guess, that episode, because a lot of men who are in some form of like a female dominated practice get a lot of crap for it because it's not manly or whatever the heck that means.
Because what makes something a female dominated practice is it's considered more of a nurturing or caring role. And like women are stuck in this position that they have to be caregivers, and men are stuck in the position where they have to be the objective third party with no emotion and like
And
on top
that's
of their
the question too that was in that research paper, was like, are men capable of getting into that caring role? Because especially if you're a nurse or a nanny, females are more inclined to play onto emotion and empathy and things like that, where males don't necessarily textbookly are more inclined to do that. So men are more like, in textbook wise, are inclined to be more informational and factual rather than being more emotional and empathetic. And so in that article, it was questioning, well, can men actually fulfill this role, because it involves a lot of caretaking and things that women are more inclined to do.
See, but I honestly think women are only more
I think
inclined to
I'm not saying that men can't, by the way.
no,
Like,
no, I
that's
know you're
not
not.
my opinion, but that's
No.
just what that article was saying.
Yeah, and I know you're not, but I think a really big reason as to why that's such a thing in our society, and I think this just goes back for years on the whole thing. I think men have so much capability to do that. They're just told not to. I forget what society it was, but I recently read somewhere that there was some ancient society where women were held to the same esteem as the men. Like it wasn't ancient Greek, because ancient Greek, Aristotle and Socrates are like
Egyptians. That's
it
what
is
it was.
Egyptians.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I only know that because of Assassin's Creed Origins and the loading page they say little facts and stuff. And they said one of the facts was women were held almost to the same standards as men. Like they can do similar jobs, they can hold a state and stuff like that. But once the Greeks came, the whole idea changed, because
Right.
in Roman society was like, oh, women are inferior besides certain cities. Like Sparta, women could actually learn and do all this stuff that other Greek women couldn't. But yeah, once Greece came and I wouldn't say infiltrate, when Greece came and took hold or had their influence on Egypt, everything changed. And
I think
hold on, I gotta stop. The audio is being weird. I gotta check it.
sorry.
So hold on. There we go.
And I think that's completely bullshit that changed so much so quickly. And I think that just goes to show that gender itself is a social construct and not anything more. Like I feel like those roles have nothing to do
They're
with
BS, dog.
Exactly. It's all bullshit. Like I think those roles have more to do with the person itself
Yeah.
rather than your gender. Like yes, there are certain biological differences that happen because of the biological chemistry. Like estrogen does different stuff than testosterone, and women have less testosterone than men, and women have more estrogen than men. So there's going to be differences. Like you're going to function differently, but it just because you function or do things differently doesn't mean you can't do the same things effectively.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Can you
that's
say that again, but briefly? The audio's back up, or the recording's back up. A
okay.
little brief of what you just said.
So from the BS part,
Yeah, after I told you to stop talking.
sorry, you said it was all good and then I got excited.
That's okay.
So I think again, it just goes to show you that gender roles and everything is BS because obviously there are chemical differences between a male and a female brain because of the hormones, and that affects how you do things differently. But just because you do things differently doesn't mean you do anything less effectively.
And I think if we're using like historical examples, so if you look back in ancient Egypt and their history, they were one of the ancient civilizations where they had a woman that was in power and showed them that women can do all those things. Like, right? I mean, I don't remember their names, but they had a few female pharaohs. I mean, one of the most famous female pharaohs of their time was Cleopatra, which we don't want to talk about her because whatever, but you know, they
Yikes.
had role models and examples that yes, like even though I am a woman, I can do this. And I think that's why, you know, early on into their development, they put women at the level that they did. But then once other influences came that to them was that would be beneficial for their society, which it was, but it also deteriorated their civilization as well, that they're like, oh well, this society is helping us, let's just grow accustomed or adhere to their rules in place, which ultimately led partly to their downfall.
Yeah. I wish we had like a fourth voice that was the male side of things to get like another perspective, because I feel like that would just be interesting. I feel like
It might.
like
Well, it also might depend on who you ask, though.
no, that's true. That's true too. I mean, I feel like Riley would have a lot to say on this.
Yeah, but he's a good male voice.
Exactly. Like
So note to self, next time we talk about this again, bring a male in for their opinion.
yeah, and I think you kind of need like a voice like Riley, but then you also need a tradition, like a more traditional. I don't know if that makes sense too either.
No, it does. Like a more I guess more
Conservative.
traditional
Yeah.
point of view.
Because it is such an interesting topic.
It is a
and
very interesting topic, and personally, like, there's like you said, obviously men are completely capable of like showing emotion and giving empathy and stuff, but again, like you said, through society and through history, it doesn't fit what a stereotypical man is supposed to be like, which is so stupid. And I think also too, that's why like certain men get praised when they show emotion, and because I don't know what I'm trying to
but
say.
that's a normal human experience to have.
Well,
Like I
that's
feel
the
like
thing, and it's like it's sad almost that they have to be praised for doing this, because it almost seems so foreign, but it's like they should be praised just to be being vulnerable in general, not because they're a man being vulnerable. Does that make sense?
yeah. And I think that's what's really hard is that this is such a nuanced thing. And like people get so butthurt when they're like, oh no, like gender's like really important. I'm like, it's really
Can I tell you
not.
something? It's not. It is not. And I know Danielle and I have talked about this. Like, honestly, I think it's important for people who have had to grow up and have had influences in their life that have hurt them and affected them to the point where they need this in order, like they're very blunt about it being important because of certain things that have happened to them. I think that's fair, but also like, okay, so when remember when Harry Styles was on Vogue
Yeah.
and
And what's
that
her
was a
face?
whole controversy?
Candace Owens came out and attacked him for no reason at all.
It's just honestly like this, it's something that for me, and let me know if you agree, Danielle, because like we obviously grew up together, like I didn't see what the big deal was. And maybe that's an ignorant statement to say, but like growing up, like Danielle and I were into boy stuff, and I say that in quotations. Like we did sports, we liked Legos, we liked GI Joe, we liked video games, we like Call of Duty, we like all this stuff, and we didn't have a mom who was like, no, you can't do this because you're a girl. Like nothing that we were interested in was questioned, and most importantly, it wasn't gendered at all.
No, I think it's so.
And that's why when I saw Harry Styles and all that controversy, I'm like, who cares? Like, it's just clothes. Like, first of all, items and material things don't have gender. We associate gender with these things. Being feminine or being masculine, those are characteristics. They have nothing to do with what you wear and how you present yourself. Okay. They're just
No.
different characteristics that are under a big umbrella term. Like, it's so weird to me because like I don't see it that way, but I understand why other people do, but it's just not a big deal.
I think it's such a bigger deal getting made out of it because people want to see black and white, and it's
like,
not. There's so many
I think
nuances.
it really is, and like I think that again for like I was having a conversation with my cousin, and somebody asked them if they would ever go to Pride, and he was like, no, I just don't. It's nothing against Pride, it's just I don't really, I wouldn't want to go. Like I don't have an inclination to go. And I was like, well, I went in support of my friends, and it's like there's reasons. I think for people, again, it's in a situational basis where they've been oppressed because of being in an LGBTQ community, or feeling like they're not in the proper gender and stuff, where I think those things are important. If it's somebody like my cousin who hasn't had those experiences, it might not be as important and influential to him compared to somebody else. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Totally.
So as far as like, to me, that gender stuff, I personally, like whoever's listening, don't let it affect you. Just do whatever you want. Like to me, I don't see the importance of it, but I can understand like somebody who has gone through something where they are trying to figure that stuff out, or that's important to them.
Yeah. I think that also, again, it comes from yourself. Like you have all the power to identify and make things yourself. Like, yeah, like Legos can be like traditionally like a boy thing, but that doesn't mean you're not any less of like a female if you do Legos either, or vice versa.
Totally.
Like makeup is,
for instance, like, okay, so take my example, like GI Joe, whatever. We're gonna, for the fun of this theory, we're gonna say that it's it's only for boys. Boys can only play with GI Joe. And then my mom brings me to Toys R Us and buys me a GI Joe and doesn't say anything about it. So I don't see the gender in that. But if you have somebody else who who's a girl and wants to go get a GI Joe, and their parents like, no, this is only for boys, you can't do this, like, then I can understand where somebody's like, these things are important to break,
right,
to identify and then break. But so for me it's like complicated, but personally, like, just do whatever you want, just be nice to people.
Yeah, it is such a complicated topic because there's so much emotion involved in chart, because that's a form of trauma, getting denied something because of your gender. Deep down, that's
or
a
your
form of
sexual
trauma.
orientation or anything.
Yeah.
But I think to your point, like you said, not everything is black and white. And when people are trying to make things black and white, that's when it just becomes very ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I didn't offend anybody. Like, I'm not trying to. It's just hard to explain these things because they're so
nuanced.
It's so intersectional. Like, everything intersects with everything else. It's very complicated to like explain in one sitting, especially when I'm so uncomfortable right now. Like, sitting, my back hurts already. So
I felt that way last week too when I was on. It's like I hope I didn't say anything that like not make me sound ignorant, because
No.
I was just like I didn't want to offend or like upset anyone with like how I was speaking. Like
I don't even think we said any. I mean, if anything, Danielle probably said something offensive.
Oh my god, Kim.
It's true. Out of the three of us, Danielle would accidentally offend somebody.
I probably
Right,
would. Yeah, I probably would.
But I can say that though, she's my sister. Like, I know her.
No, yeah. Like I try to be very aware of what I can say, but I'm also aware that what I can say can hold a lot of weight.
It's
Like,
not even what you say, it's just how you say it, because you can
Your execution.
yeah, like if you
Exactly.
say it a certain way, but you mean it this like you mean it in sincerity, but then it sounds really like a jerk off. Like
Yeah.
it really just depends on your word choice.
Things get taken out of context so easily. Like, and people
Oh.
nowadays get so butthurt out of things that get taken out of context. I mean, look at the whole. Do you remember when this is a thing? You might not remember because you weren't as into it as I was. But like when Five Sauce announced that they were going on tours with the Chainsmokers, people like flipped their shit over that because the chains. But okay, the reason I did not like I didn't see the thing with it, but the reason why is because they
But
made
people
jokes
don't
that were obviously jokes that were like negative towards women, but
Who?
the Chainsmokers had made jokes that were negative towards women. They said something about like we only joined music to get girls or something like that. Like they were obviously joking. They studied music in college, if you know anything about them. So it was obviously a joke to sound funny. Yes, it doesn't come across as funny, but like
Here's the difference between you and somebody else. You did the research to know that they went to college to study music and other people didn't. So that's why they're so butthurt about their joking, because they don't, do the research or put in the time to know that, oh wait, this is actually how they are and they don't mean it.
Can I give another example of that?
Yeah.
So there's this really funny show on Netflix. Is Olive crying?
Yeah.
What does she want to get out? Let her out.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'll explain it. There's this really funny show on Netflix. It's called Dear White People. It was a movie, and then it was a Netflix series. And I don't think it was like an indie movie, so it wasn't as popular, I think, as the series, but I could be wrong. But when the ads first started coming out for the show, white people were offended.
Oh, they were so butthurt.
Because the premise for the show, people who haven't watched it, which I think you should watch, it's a very funny show. It's a group of Black students at a college that I'm forgetting the name right now, which is awful. But and one protagonist, Sam, she has a radio show called Dear White People, which she addresses certain things that white people do. And again, it's not in the context of like general life. It's based on like the storyline that's happening in the show. But she has that. But ultimately, it's just about the Black experience through different characters,
different storylines,
their own experience, their own Black experience within college, within life. And the problem was white people were having an issue with it just because of the title. And that sorry, no, go ahead.
You finish.
Well, I'm saying that pissed me off because I was like, well, did you watch the show? Because it's one thing to watch the show and then not like it just because of the storyline and this, that, and the other thing. And most of the people didn't. And I mean, I don't understand. I'm not even going to say that. I don't understand why people are pissed off. But I think if you actually watch the show, you would understand that, honestly, like,
it's not an attack on white people at all.
No, that's the thing. Like, it's not. If anything, it's probably just an attention grab for more people to watch it.
And I think what that show does so well
Oh,
is
it's
it
so
highlights the Black experience and how it's more of a human issue than like a Black or white issue. Again, like
Totally.
and if you look at the premise of her radio show didn't even just address specifically Black people. She addressed issues that were coming off on campus, and it was called Dear
Through
White
the
People.
storyline.
Yeah. So like she addressed mainly more Black characters on the radio show and was like, Dear XYZ, because they did something. Or like, dear student filming in the quad, don't do XYZ because it pisses me off. Like it was just like random things she saw throughout the day that like would get on anyone's nerves.
Right. And honestly, like I wish more people would have a opinion about it after they watch it, because I don't think that people would have a bad opinion about it if they watch the goddamn show, because the show is such a satirical take on
college
our society in general, because it's not even just one experience, it's different people's experience, again, under that umbrella of race. And it's just such a good show, and that's another example of how people are just so ignorant and or just jump to conclusions.
And I think it can really make someone relate to, like you relate to these characters so quickly because they're so human. And
right, like there's other things going on in the show that doesn't involve race, like you said too.
Yeah,
like I love Joelle, she's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm like waiting for that show to come out with a new season.
Yeah, it's such a good show though. Like I binged that show. I was house sitting and I binged the show, and it's so good. And the only thing that pissed me off about that whole show as a white person was that Joelle got one episode out of the first 2 seasons. She's the best character on that show.
Yeah I agree.
That's my rant. But it's true though. Like I think people gotta just either like care about something that you're informed about, or don't care about something you know nothing about.
Yeah. Like you can't have too strong of opinion if you don't know enough.
Exactly.
Speaking about not knowing enough, a lot of our audience does not know a lot about forearms. And we do.
They do not. Wait, should we run into the game?
You want to?
Should we do it? Yeah, totally. But here's the thing. Can I run real fast to go get my computer charger?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back. Why don't you explain the game while I'm getting it?
Sure. I'll set it up also. All right. So, well, okay. Hold on one second. So, this is how the game's going to go. And I feel like I'm going to have to re-explain it when she comes back, but it is
you're definitely going to have to.
I don't know why she said to explain it when she was leaving to go get her computer charger.
I think she thinks she knows how it's going to run.
But it's going to run differently than probably how you guys were playing this morning.
Okay.
So we'll wait on the ruling until she comes back, and she'll probably get mad that I didn't say anything about it, but that's okay.
Yeah,
She'll be mad for a second.
That way I don't have to listen to it twice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm benefiting both of you.
I tend to do this thing when I already know the information. I tune it out, and then I miss out on new information. So
oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm like the same way for certain things. But yeah, so we'll wait for Kim to come back to explain the rules of the game.
Okay.
But
I'm
excited.
Introduce me to your reptiles. I want to meet them if you have time. Or just I'm
not getting up and moving my computer.
Yeah, no. I don't blame you. But
so first off, they're not my reptiles because I pretty much didn't have a say in the purchase of any of them. So that's a disclaimer. But we have, oh my goodness. Okay, so the first one is a Pac-Man Frog.
What is that?
Okay, I'll bring up pictures. Just that way it's just better.
I mean, I can Google it myself too.
Pac-Man Frog. Okay, so the first one is a Pac-Man Frog. So this little green guy. Okay.
Oh, that's so cute.
We have one of those, and his name is Meatball. And then we have 3, I would want to say desert geckos, but I'm probably wrong. Hold on. Desert
Oh,
gecko.
what are the other 2's names?
Yeah. Okay. So then we have 3 of these desert geckos, which
Aw.
don't have names to my knowledge. And then we have a leopard gecko upstairs. Hold on one second. No, leopard gecko, you stupid phone.
Wait,
Leopard
Danielle.
gecko. What?
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
Said my eyebrows are on fire.
I know, I saw.
You didn't name your desert geckos?
No.
Just
Well,
the one?
just the leopard gecko upstairs, and his name is
Frank
Frank
Castle.
Castle.
Do you get the reference, Lauren?
What?
Do you get the reference?
I missed what you said. I couldn't hear you.
Do you get the reference?
For the leopard
Wow.
gecko, his name is
For the
Frank
leopard
Castle.
You're cutting out.
His name's Frank Castle.
Frank Castle? No.
Oh. You know the Punisher? Like the Marvel character? was
Kind
like
of.
Yeah. It was named after, it's a Netflix show. It was named after him.
My apologies.
That's okay. That's okay. We were just filling in time because Kim's back,
I'm
and
back.
these rules are different than probably the rules you guys were playing with. That's why I was waiting for you to come back.
Wait, also, I have like 3 drinks over here, by the way. So if you see me drink like
At least
3
we know you're hydrated.
I know. I have my coffee from this morning. I have my cherry Coke, and then I have water.
Okay. Or
So
leaving
wait.
You haven't
So
noticed.
you're not hydrated. You have soda, you have coffee, which are dehydrate, and then you have water. So actually, you're
watered
doing
down
more harm than good.
I
Yeah.
hate that coffee is a dehydrating drink.
Well, what if the ice cubes melted and it's watered down? Does that count?
No,
No.
no, because coffee's made with water.
Well,
If
I
that
had
was
my
the case,
cheat
then
meal
coffee would be
today.
hydrated, but it's not.
I had my cheat meal today, so that's why I have soda. Cheat meal, not a cheat day, right, Dee?
Right. Don't
And
worry.
I didn't even eat that much though. I just had a cheeseburger and fries.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
All right. So the rules of the game. So this is how it's going to go down. I'm going to share my PowerPoint with both of you on the screen. Okay. It's going to show you a picture, which by the sounds of it, you guys had more in the picture than what I will have, but I will have hints. However, the hints are not very obvious. So if you guys aren't getting who it is or guessing or can guess who it is after a couple of seconds, I'll like name something they're in. So that way you can better figure it out.
I like that it's not obvious.
Yeah, me too.
It's ranging from, or I would like to think, from easiest to hardest also.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So
Okay.
I was trying to do that. But yeah, so that's the rules. And then whoever gets the most, I'll keep track. Whoever gets the most guesses correct will be the winner, and the loser will have to buy the winner rook.
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to end up having to buy Kim Bousquet instead because she was killing it this morning.
No. Okay, but if that strawberry mocha is still around when this episode is out, then I might just try it because that looked actually really good.
It's not bad. It's really sweet.
Oh, wait. So, okay, I'm going to throw in my disclaimer. Since I made this game, whenever I'm back home, the loser should buy me coffee also. Because I'm
How about the winner and the loser will take you out to brunch?
Sure.
I like that.
We'll all go out together. How about that?
Yeah. So are we buzzing in when we have a guest?
Version of brunch, or should we do the overseas version of brunch?
What's the overseas version of brunch?
Bahrain brunch.
What's that?
It's when, okay, I'll explain this.
Do we get hammered?
You know, like how in the States, if you go to brunch, you might have what is it, a corkscrew or whatever, like a very mild drink with.
Yeah.
Oh, we get hammered?
Yeah, the overseas version is you get hammered.
Well, I was
I'm
gonna say
down.
we should go to. Well, I'm also down, but I thought we would go to Turning Point and get shashuka.
We'll save that for another day. We'll just do the
We
overseas
can
version
do
of brunch.
there's some boozy brunches around here where like you get mimosas and shit. But if we're
Yeah,
talking
there's
about
more
like
places by Lauren, I think. So we'll go
Let's do that.
take a trip down to Lauren.
We'll do that. We'll congratulate us for a job well done.
yeah,
All
okay.
the podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, 2D, we have buzzers. So should we check to see if you can hear them?
If you want to use them, sure.
Oh, you can't hear that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, but wait, we have the same one, Lauren?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what is that gonna do?
Do you want me to get a different one?
You know what? No, because I can just use like a ringtone.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me just.
Oh,
God,
use a ringtone. That's so much cooler.
All right, then we'll use a ringtone. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to edit all of this out, but
Edit or leave it in because it's kind of hysterical.
okay. Well, it might take a while. Where's the ringtones on here? Message.
Sound and haptics
Sound.
Don't you guys know phones?
Oh,
in settings,
good at
bro.
it?
there we go. No, I don't like that. Wait, where's that really obnoxious one? No, that's
One's mine. Should we do text tones? Because they're faster.
Let's give everybody trauma.
All right, so hold on. I gotta
The
close
alarm.
the door now.
People's phones are they're gonna be listening to this podcast and think they're getting so many notifications.
Well, I'm doing the alarm one, and anytime first of all, I don't understand why other people use the alarm ringtone as an actual ringtone when people call them.
Oh, me either.
But I was gonna say I'm gonna use it, and then people are gonna have trauma because that'll be their like wake up ringtone because it's like the worst noise ever.
Yeah.
Well, don't use it, Laura. So I'll use that one.
Sorry about that. I'm downstairs, but you would think you can hear the dogs barking, but I was wrong.
Also,
Okay.
I want to say that the reason my hair looks so crappy is because I wanted to do a fun braid, and that's why my extensions aren't blended. So don't yell at me. Also, too, I apologize for moving around because I'm just not comfortable on the floor.
All right.
Too
So-
long.
Anyways.
Before we start, both of you, one at a time, play your ringtone you're going to use so I could tell who is answering first.
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Lauren. Okay, so bing and
Danielle is a very analytical person. She has
Not
the right
analytical, strategic.
strategic,
Yeah.
whatever.
strategic and tedious.
Mind you, for example, when I was teaching her how to like put on like foundation, contour, she wrote everything down.
I love that. Amazing.
Which I appreciate, but also it took too long. I was like, Danielle, can you just remember this?
All right. You
Think
guys
of some
ready?
trial and error. Yeah.
You guys in the right headspace?
No, I'm
I hope
nervous.
so.
No?
No, I'm ready.
All right.
I would like to
Brooke
say
beat.
beforehand, I'm a very competitive person, and if I lose, I might throw a
It is.
tantrum.
I'm
If
very
she-
competitive too, so this is going to be really interesting.
What'd you say, D?
I said, since you're related to me, you know you're competitive.
It's something that I don't want to admit, but I am very competitive.
But it's in their bloodline, Kim. It's like in their genes.
Is it? I thought we were all lazy shits.
No, that's just you.
No, that's just me.
That's just you.
Me and a couple other people, but
Alrighty.
All right.
I'm excited.
All right. Ready? Okay.
yeah.
So first.
Oh God. I'm so
All right. You guys see the PowerPoint?
Not yet. No.
upset.
Now I can.
Okay.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure that we're recording. All right. So, M Sister Studios presents. Come on, hold on.
I'm so excited.
It's okay, Danielle. It adds to anticipation.
I
Yeah.
know. Well, let's
Da-na-na-na. It needs like a theme song. Bum 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 bum. Celebrity Forearm.
Bum, 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 bum.
There we go.
Danielle,
Celebrity Forearm guessing game.
Who's that celebrity forearm?
Okay.
Arm though.
Hold on.
No, it's okay. She's
Wait
fine.
for Boomer. Loud
No,
mouth.
he's okay.
He's okay?
Oh, God.
All right.
Yeah, he's fine.
We shall continue. All
It's
right.
nice on-
Welcome, everyone, to the Celebrity Forum guessing game. I am your host, Danielle Mad Dog Minetti. And today's contestants are contestant number 1, Kimberly Minetti. Yay!
I don't think you guys. Well, I can't see me on this. I'm so excited to beat Lawrence Tookus in this game.
Now, introducing contestant number 2, Lauren Woolman. I probably mispronounced it. Okay.
Hello. I'm very excited and a little scared, but mostly excited.
You should be excited. It will be fun. And
I'm
you might
scared,
learn
Danielle.
something about these celebrities in the process.
That's
Yeah.
great. But
No.
also, D, if you screw me over, I'm gonna punch you in the face when you get home.
Why would I screw you over?
Because you're my sister. Why wouldn't you?
She emailed me all the answers in advance.
I'm sure, like, I'm not even kidding. I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
I'm not surprised. But she doesn't trust me half the time, so that's probably why.
I never trust Danielle 100% of the time, let alone
Trust me
half.
on this. Don't worry. It will be even and fair.
I
okay?
don't believe you.
I guarantee I did she did not. That was a joke.
No, I know. No. Lauren, I trust you more than I trust her. Okay.
Okay. So
Sorry.
this is how it's going to go.
Sorry.
I picked celebrities that were common. Okay. So it's not like out the wazoo random celebrity that I would know or Kim would just know or Lauren would just know. They're very common. It's going to be ranging from hopefully easiest to figure out to hardest. And instead of doing like almost a full body picture, the only picture you're going to get is of the forearm.
Okay.
Woo.
Okay. So
The best
specifically
part of
just
the
the
body.
forearm along with the clues. Now, if it's going to take you a few seconds to figure out who it is, I'll drop a hint that makes it more obvious.
Okay.
And then whoever answers correctly first gets the point for that slide. Whoever has the most points at the end is the winner.
I have a question, Coach.
Sure.
After we have decided who won and we figure out who it is, can we critique the forearm, whether we like it or not?
Sure.
Okay,
You can
good.
give your
Yay.
opinion about it, whether if
I was going to ask if we could do
you're
that
not-
too. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Girl, we're on
Okay.
the same wavelength. Come on now.
Okay. All right. Are we ready to begin the Celebrity Forearm
I'm
guessing
ready,
game?
but I'm very nervous.
Yes. Let's get going.
All right. Celebrity number 1. All right. So the hints for you can't buzz in until after I say all the hints too. That way you have some time to think. All right. So celebrity number 1, he had the potential for a professional soccer career. Before
Potential.
he was an actor, he was a construction worker, and his secret show addiction is Degrassi Junior High. So with that being said, whose forearms are those?
Oh my god, I know his name. I know who it is. Okay.
Right. Lauren,
He's
that was Lauren, right? Yeah.
Yeah. He's in Magic Mike, right? No, it's not who I'm thinking of. It looks just like Channing Tatum.
But it's
No,
not.
it doesn't. I was gonna. Wow. Okay, Danielle, this is not. Oh,
Holy shit. Who is this?
picture is very famous on the Instagram, if that helps. Do you need a
Professional
hint?
soccer?
yeah. The soccer's throwing me too, Lore. Was it?
Well, okay, think
construction?
about it. What countries play soccer?
Well, all of them.
No.
Oh, like America because it's soccer.
No. Okay. I said
No.
because the real
It's-
term is football. So what
Yeah.
countries play football? Like legit football.
Yeah.
Yeah, like most of them. No, like
All right. Do you need
Specifically,
to-
England's really big in this.
Well, yeah, but like other places.
Can we get another hint?
Okay.
Yeah, give
So
us a-
here is a movie, and it's going to be super obvious after I tell you this, that this actor was in. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avengers End Game.
Oh,
Lauren.
it's Hemsworth.
Yay!
How?
Wow.
What?
You know what got me? The Degrassi got me because I was like, okay, Canada. Wow. Good job, Floor.
Thank you. I was shook that it wasn't Channing Tatum.
That was a good guess. But I was
corner.
gonna guess. Wait, you were on. Well, I think his arms are bigger than Channing Tatum's.
They
I was gonna
are.
say
That's
no.
what threw me off at first. Because I was like, that's too big to be Channing Tatum, but I know Channing Tatum played soccer. But I
If
don't know
he
if I'm
was-
only thinking he played soccer because of She's the Man. Sorry, that was a lot.
That's true. Oh, that's a good point. If it was on like the Magic Mike train and it was somebody from Magic Mike, I probably would have said Joe Manganiello.
That would have
Which-
been a guess.
But wow, what a fake fan I am. I'm so sorry.
And this picture is pretty famous on Instagram, no?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so thoughts on this man's forearms?
It's fantastic.
Oh my God, they're beautiful. That's like the ideal forearm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
No, it's
look
great.
at the
It's
rest of the arm
fantastic.
too.
Yeah. Because they're not too hairy. They have
No.
nice tone.
Tan.
Yep.
Yeah. He
But
looks like he works out his forearm with, like you said, it's very hard to do.
It's very nice. A great
Good
forearm.
job, Lauren.
For a beautiful man too. Like
Yeah. And again,
Australian?
he's Australian, so he's, already more intriguing.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Man,
before
I
we
can't believe I
continue,
didn't get that.
I'm kind of scared because this was supposed to be easy.
Okay, but it, like I said, D, it was the
Degrassi, yeah.
Degrassi thing, because I'm like, oh, maybe he is in Canada.
Yeah. And it's okay. And the more difficult, the more entertaining we will be.
Good.
If
That
I
was
get,
the plan.
If you get a clean sweep, I'm really gonna throw my computer on the floor.
I don't care who wins because I'm getting brunch either way.
Yeah, let's be real. Danielle's the real winner here.
For real though.
For sure.
She put so much effort into this. I'm so appreciative for,
Yeah.
for her
Okay.
not
You ready?
understanding or love of forearms.
Good pause. Okay, on to the next
All right.
one.
All right, ready. Celebrity number
No.
2. He struggles with an American accent. His physique is similar to the 1958 Hercules. He has an adopted bat named, oh my goodness, Kim.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah!
Damn.
That was quick.
It's
That
the
just
bat
shows
named
how
Ben.
much he loves
About
him.
It's the bat named Ben.
I didn't even know. I'm like the Edward Cullen thing threw me off.
Yeah, he auditioned for it, I think, but he was too old and like too muscular for it. Woo!
It shows
Because he does the
loves him. Deep
His forearms are a
love.
little more hairy than I would like if I'm being
Yeah, but
honest.
he's teach their own. I think they look fantastic.
No, I'm not saying they don't look good. It's just it's a little more than I
Well,
prefer.
I told you, Lauren, in my old age, I actually I like the hair.
Yeah.
So it's all preference.
Kim
That's
has
true.
an old soul.
You have an old, is that what that means?
I think so. Okay, so now we're even at
Also,
1 and 1.
also might be a hot take, but I don't know why like mustaches get a bad rep. Because
So
I
you
kind of
like
that is very not the vibe. I think mustaches deserve the bad rep.
I
no.
Oh, I thought she was going the other way.
Wow. Okay. No,
you either grow out the goatee.
I like his well. First of all, okay, Lauren. He did that. He has that mustache for a movie.
No, I figured.
But secondly, I actually like it, and I
I don't
actually
know.
don't mind a mustache. I think mustaches should get more praise. And
If
I
they're
think so
more
too,
full,
as
if they're
long-
spotty,
Well, yeah, if they look like a pube stash, then no.
Yeah.
We're not calling. We want a mustache, not a pube stash.
A man stash.
A man
Yeah.
stash. There
And
we
like
go.
it's the issue is people think they can grow that and they can't. And
Well, yeah.
that's where the issue with mustaches lies.
Yeah, like Pedro Pascal has a good mustache.
Yeah. I'm not saying there's not good ones. I'm just saying like if I had to choose between stash or no stash, I'm choosing no stash.
No, I like well, okay.
Okay, here's the question. Beards or no beards?
Beards.
Beards.
Yeah.
I'm really a child.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like
Oh my
Jaden at all.
goodness. It sounds like she's more interested in boys than men.
Oh.
That's why I said I'm a child.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's good because Lauren and I are not in competition.
Yeah. But like
That's good.
Danielle, you really hit the
anyone.
nail on the head. If you look at my dating history, I tend to date boys instead of men. I don't know why. I think I just like to be the alpha in the relationship.
Hey, at least you know that about yourself, girl.
All right. So,
Wow. Okay. I feel better now that I got it
Good.
right.
okay. So we're even at 1-1. Are we ready for celebrity number 3?
Yeah.
All right. So, celebrity number 3. He was kicked out of school for stealing a car on April Fools. He failed drama class. He once smuggled apple pie across the Canadian border for his wife, and he can say every curse word in Greek. Him.
Ryan Reynolds.
Correct.
I should have knew from the apple pie story. Damn it.
Yep.
I will.
He has a nice forearm.
I will
Yeah.
say, full disclaimer, after looking trying to find these fun facts of actors aren't fun. They're boring sometimes. It was very hard.
Yeah. Actors, like, they get too much praise. They're kind of boring as hell.
Yeah. But
Like,
not this
this is
one.
the
I
most
like him.
interesting one.
Oh,
That's
okay.
sad. Him and Henry.
Here's a hot take. Ryan Reynolds does not do it for me, like, at all. I
Mhm.
like him. And he has a lovely forearm, as we can all see.
His forearm
Well-
is stunning.
But, like,
See, this is why Kim and I have different tastes because I think he is so beautiful.
I'm not okay. I didn't say he was ugly. I said he doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, he does it for me.
He doesn't do it for me either.
Good.
And why we're
Good job,
related.
baby.
See, this is why Kim and I also are best friends because we aren't in competition with one another. I love
Right.
this.
Okay. So forearm, is that a good amount of hair, Lauren?
Yes. It's not
Okay.
too much.
Okay. But it's still there.
Exactly. It's balance. You gotta have
Cool.
balance. I like it. I like it. And it's like
Okay.
it has a really tiny wrist. I like it's nice.
And he's
All
married,
right.
so we like
So,
commitment.
Kim is currently. Oh my goodness, what the heck is going on up there? Hold on, pause. I need to see what's going on in my house.
But
I
I
will
can't
edit
believe
this
Kim's
out.
beating me.
Is Kevin up? Can he like take care of
Oh,
that?
okay, so Kevin's stuck at work because it is snowing. You see that?
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Is he gonna be
Yeah.
able to get home?
No, not until Monday. So I don't know what. Let me check the living room camera.
That's fine.
What
They're not that loud, Deep.
I know, but I can hear him and it's annoying me.
That's fair. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
what the fuck?
Ryan.
Okay. Moving on. So we're going to
Okay.
round 4 with Kim beating Lauren 2-1.
Hell
Can Lauren
yeah,
make
that's how
comeback?
it's gonna be all competition, baby.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
stepping up my game, bro.
Okay. Now, celebrity number 4. This celebrity had a picture of Tyra Banks on his bedroom wall as a child. If he wasn't acting, he would be a chef. And he once joined Tinder, but nobody swiped right.
Zac
Yo.
Efron.
What? Say again?
Zac Efron.
Correct. You didn't use your buzzer, miss.
I did.
Oh, I did
Oh.
hear it.
He doesn't
That-
spell his name with an H.
Yeah,
Oh,
he doesn't.
well. Shows how much I care.
How do you not care about Zac Efron? Okay, well, I don't care about Zac Efron either.
Let's just talk about the veins in his forearm.
No, I don't like that at all. That's too much. You like that?
I think for this particular man, it looks good.
No, it looks like sickly. Like he looks like he's on roids.
So, but the thing is like
Probably
he's
was.
obviously, yeah, but like, he's obviously also flexing. So when it's relaxed, it's not that intense.
Okay, but like I remember him doing an interview and he was too fit on Baywatch and he was like, I hated that. Like
Oh,
he's probably too fit here.
Oh,
And
definitely. This
personally,
was prime Baywatch time.
That like ew, I don't like the veins. They're not doing. I'm sorry, Zac Efron, but like no.
Lauren,
I like Zac
question.
Efron
is he
better
doing
when
for you in this picture?
Oh, I love this man. Yes.
no. Okay, but do you like buff Zac Efron better or Zac Efron circa like 17 again hairspray? Because I
Or-
like that Zac Efron better.
No, I like
Zach,
I'm in between buff and recent, but any Zac Efron is a great Zac Efron.
recently he has a dad bod, which is not
Yeah.
really dad bod.
Yeah, but like
His
dad
dad bod is like a dad bod that works out dad bod. You know
Yeah.
what I
Wait,
mean?
no,
He's like
Lauren,
a dad that goes to the gym but drinks beer afterwards also.
no, he's huscular, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say it with me. Huscular.
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 Well, I stopped liking Zac Efron when he didn't go to the High School Musical reunion. That hurt my soul.
That did hurt my feelings, but I understand why.
Why?
Because he was on another project and he was
Give me
trying
a
to
break.
separate himself from the Disney identity. Disney is a lot of trauma. Disney is trauma.
Oh, I understand that, but like,
Disney is trauma. Look at Miley Cyrus.
I agree. Well, look at any child star on any network.
Yeah.
I don't think children should be in the spotlight at all, but
I mean, that's Saved by the Bell's fault.
oh yeah.
They're the first show to have children on TV, like as characters.
Yeah, I don't like the veins that much. Not a fan.
I don't know. I like it. I like it.
Well, you can have it.
I will say though,
Chop his arms off and take
I
them.
think it's what?
his triceps are lacking.
They are.
Get your tricep game better, okay?
But this was also you can't tell me this was not edited.
Of
Oh,
course
it
it was.
definitely is. I mean, it's men's fitness. Their whole job is to edit half the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, move
Tied up.
So, before the next round. We are tied at 2-2.
Woo!
And just so you know, we still have 4 left. So it's anyone's game.
Okay.
Wait,
Now.
how many were there? 10?
8. I did 8.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to
What if it ends in a
celebrity
tie?
number.
Yeah,
Fuck,
Danielle,
what?
you didn't really get through it, but okay.
What if it ends in a tie? Do we have a tiebreaker?
I'll figure out a tiebreaker. Don't worry. Okay.
So no, she
Moving
doesn't.
on to celebrity number 5. This his first role was on The Sopranos. He's a big anime fan.
Danielle, did you mess up the Photoshop?
No.
Michael B. Jordan?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
His name.
Face in it, D.
Huh?
Go back to the
Name's in the bottom
Go back.
right corner.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh. Sorry.
Jeez Louise. I think
Oops.
otherwise
Oh, well.
probably wouldn't have gotten it.
Okay.
So, New Jerseyan.
Mm-hmm. He's really hot on the social media right now.
Oh yeah, because he's in that new relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hot take. Another person who just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, but
Again,
he's not
No,
not.
I'm a huge fan of his work, but
Oh,
like,
same.
and I'm not saying he's not attractive. He just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah,
And
he's
I've been
very
asked
attractive.
why, and I go, I just don't know. He just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, he is pretty attractive. Though. I think honestly, it might be his nose for me.
I just don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Maybe he doesn't have enough facial hair.
maybe.
But he has nice forearms, but there's not a lot of hair on there, so I don't know if I
Yeah,
like that.
he has a really developed upper forearm.
Yeah.
Like that's very strong.
Yeah, like
All right.
where the elbow, like right before the elbow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's nice. That's a
that's-
nice forearm.
Yeah.
Well, I was bound to have one mess
So
up in this
small, yeah.
PowerPoint. So
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Good. So
Before-
do I cannot get that if that's
no,
okay.
you get the point.
No,
That
yeah,
way
you
it's
you
easier.
you hit it faster than I could.
All right.
But to be honest, if I didn't see that and I just got the I don't think I would have gotten the from the clues though. So
Yeah, the clues were very hard.
Good.
I was
That
trying
was
to
the
think
point.
Gears of War. I was gonna say Idris because I thought he was in Gears of War, but or whatever you put up.
Gears of War 3.
3. Oh, he was in Gears of War 3?
Oh yeah.
Who'd he play?
I don't know, but let me look.
Oh, good job, D. Come on.
Sportscast. Hold on. Stop.
He has a big chest too, though.
No, yeah, he does.
Voice actors. He.
I don't think that his chest looks like that tank top isn't good for his. I think
No, it's not. It's
You know,
not.
I'm
It's not.
trying to be nicer, but
He
The
played
tank top.
Jay Stratton.
the tank top doesn't do him any justice.
Mm-mm.
No.
What did you say, D?
He played Jay Stratton.
Do you know who that is? You played Gears of War.
I did, but as I was telling Kevin the other night, I tried to forget it because it gave me nightmares. So
Why? I thought you loved that game.
I
mean, it is
did
boring.
because like I love the gruesome side of it because chainsawing someone in half in a video game is very
We can play that
invigorating.
again when you come home.
But you know, the fact that the enemy looked very gross and was very powerful and very scary. I had nightmares when I was younger.
Yeah, but we were also like 10 playing that game.
Exactly. Which a 10-year-old should not play. That's why it was rated M.
Right.
We still have rated M. Remember what mom used to say? Rated mom.
Rated mom.
Rated mom because mom had to come with us to get it. But
You
I
know,
still have it.
younger- you know how when you're younger, you're like, oh, ratings don't matter
Yeah.
until they actually do. You're like, oh wait, this does make sense, and now I know why.
Yes. Learning about the rating system in my my lit class, my media lit class, was really interesting as to how it even became a law.
I finished
All right.
2 of my drinks, so now I have to drink water.
Yeah, you
As
better.
you should. You need the water.
Okay.
For the record, I only drink water. It's just
No, I
sometimes-
know. I know. Alrighty. What do we got next?
All right. On to celebrity.
Okay.
All right, we're waiting on Kim. Okay.
No, I'm
on,
ready.
on to celebrity number 6. So this celebrity was a limo driver at the start of his career. He fulfilled 500 Make-A-Wish Foundation children requests, and he's a self-proclaimed cigar aficionado. Who is this celebrity? Kim.
John Cena?
Correct.
I thought it was what's his name from the Fast and Furious movies?
Vin Diesel?
Yes, I was getting Vin Diesel vibes.
I love
Well,
John
to be
Cena.
fair, they have similar forearms, I think.
They really do.
Yeah.
I was getting really strong Vin Diesel vibes.
Like he's like I don't like the veins that much.
See, but he's not that veiny.
Well, he's not that veiny compared to like the Zac Efron photo, but like that's still a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough hair on his forearm.
Okay.
It doesn't look like he has any at all.
Yeah,
Until
it
there.
doesn't.
Yeah, but he might
But like he's also blonde, so that's probably
he's
why.
blonde,
it
but
doesn't come
also he like waxes it for like wrestling and stuff.
wrestling. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
But
too.
Danielle and I used to be very big John Cena fans back in the day. When we
Mhm.
You
watched
can't
wrestling.
see me.
No, like when we would watch wrestling and stuff, right, Dean?
Yeah, until we weren't allowed to. But
Why weren't we allowed to?
because that one wrestler killed his whole
Oh,
family.
okay.
Killed himself. Remember?
Well, he killed his family and then killed himself, but
Yeah.
I mean,
So after that, our parents were like, no more wrestling. We're like, okay.
I mean, I still watch it, but
Watch it on repeat.
Rumble.
So I definitely, we were big John Cena fans, but I think he definitely influenced the type of man I'm attracted to or watch, because the one
he does
trainer I
not.
get all my fitness stuff from looks exactly like John Cena. And he's a
Okay,
very-
Danielle, you know what fascinates me about you and your dating history? Everything.
I know what you're going to say, but
The men, well, besides Kevin, really, but the other men that you were dating, not even men, they're little boys. Let's be real. The other little boys that you were, that sounds wrong. The other like guys that you were dating, beforehand, like, why? They never like, because you were like, you always said like John Cena is like your type of person that like you're attracted to, like you imagine you date, and then you date the complete opposite. Like John Cena's nice and he's handsome and he's buff and he like does the 500 make-a-wishes, and then you date like some like spaghetti noodle asshole. You know who I'm talking about?
yeah.
Okay.
Of course I do. And I agree. Now that I look back, I'm like, what was I doing? But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I finished great. So I'm good.
Good for you.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a good forearm.
Yeah.
It does.
He has a good wrist to hand ratio.
No, yeah, definitely. It's not too
Yeah.
tiny, but it's like
Yep.
a good size. I never really found him like he's definitely attractive, but it's not for me.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think I'm the same way. Like he's attractive, but he's
He's very square-like.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays a cornball in wrestling, so it's not that hard. He's not meant for like us women, you know?
No, yeah.
Okay. Now, before we go into the next round, Lauren, I am giving you forewarning. If you don't get this right, Kim will automatically win.
Oh.
Damn. Okay.
So, Lauren, if you get this right, then
I'm
round.
still in the running.
Yeah, you're still in the running.
Okay. I really gotta get this one then. Damn, pressure's on.
Wait, what's the score?
Kim has 4 and Lauren has 2.
Come on, Laura.
Sorry.
All
I'm
right.
doing my best here. These are
Now.
hard.
All pressure put aside, are you ready for round 7?
I mean, technically, I only have 3 though, because that Michael B. Jordan one was such a bust.
Fine. It's fine. Keep moving forward. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay. All right. Celebrity number 7. This man has been arrested for drunk driving. His nickname is he's the new Harrison Ford. He has a bit of a shoe fetish, and he has been caught talking to himself a lot.
The new Harrison Ford?
Yeah, that's getting me too. The new Harrison Ford. Does he look like Harrison Ford?
Kind of, not really.
Has been arrested for drunk driving. I feel like that could be anybody.
Yeah. Talks to himself a lot.
Who has the shoe fetish? Does he have an eating humans fetish? You know, like Army Hammer.
No.
I'm not chiming in. I hit it by mistake.
Do you know about that stuff that's going on?
That stuff is wild, man.
That's
His
hilarious.
wife came up and said some stuff. Can we get another hint?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm trying to think of.
His arms look kind of.
You want a movie?
I don't know.
A movie.
Okay.
It's gonna be obvious, so is whoever's gonna buzz faster.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Get ready to buzz. Wonder Woman.
Why do I? Oh, wait.
Lauren.
It's his first name's Chris.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Chris Pratt. No, that's not in it. What's his name? It's not. Who's in Wonder Woman? It's Chris, not Chris Evans. What the fuck? I know it's Chris. I can see his face.
We just give it to Lauren.
yeah.
Chris
Chris
Pine.
Pine. I knew it was a P. I knew it was a fucking P.
I was gonna guess Chris Pratt initially before you did the movie one. Because
How could I forget his last name?
Like the orange arm hair. I love really the new Harrison Ford.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah. I don't see
I
that.
love Chris Pine. Oh my God, Steve Trevor.
It might just been for the fact that his character in Wonder Woman from the first movie kind of looked like, Indiana Jones.
He did look very in like.
Steve Trevor really does play at my heartstrings.
I love Chris Pine. I loved Chris Pine before he was in Wonder Woman. He was in a bunch of chick flicks. Like, I'm so mad I forgot his last name. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I knew it started with a P too. That's why I immediately went Pratt. I'm like, it's not Pratt, it's P. It's something.
I was gonna guess Chris Pratt though before you did the Wonder Woman thing because it kind of looked
similar.
Yeah, and I feel like the clues would have give hint more towards him too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Shoe fetish. Shoe fetish? That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
I know who it is, it makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, he's very like
there's multiple interviews where he talks about shoes.
But yeah, like it's not feet, it's shoes.
Yeah, specifically shoes.
Like it's the high heel.
Oh. Well, I get it, but like usually it's like the feet, not the actual shoe.
It's the shoe. It's the Louboutin. It's the red bottom.
Okay. That's understandable.
Now,
He has a pretty face.
what do we think about these forearms?
Go back to the other photo.
The hair ratio is perfect.
See, I was gonna say the hair was actually kind of sparse.
Sparse? It's literally like almost a carpet on his forearm.
No, it doesn't. It looks like he needs more hair.
He has that really nice definitive line that Kim and I were talking about.
You know the line? Yeah, the line. He's got the line. I think he's the most defined line we've seen thus far.
Yeah.
Really?
And he has a nice wrist. Yeah.
His elbows are very smooth, which is a nice touch to the
Yeah,
forearm.
he definitely puts some lotion on for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well done. Nice forearm.
Well done, Kim.
I'm still in it. I didn't lose.
Okay.
I was so nervous for a second.
So, since if Lauren is going to get the next one right, we would be in a tie. So what I did is I did take away Kim's Michael B. Jordan answer. That way, right now it is a tie, and whoever guesses the next one right is the winner.
Okay.
Does that seem fair?
Well, if I lose, then I'm gonna be pissed about that.
Well, okay. If I win, then that's fair. But if Kim wins, then that's fair. But if I win, then we need another tiebreaker.
No. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take away Michael B. Jordan because Danielle doesn't have good eyes, and then
Obviously, like
this will be the tiebreaker. But even if I do lose, I will buy the Rook, but I will not let anybody live this down. Okay.
That's fair.
that's fair.
Because you technically won then, because you buzzed in first.
No, it's fine.
And I will say, I think the last one is the hardest one. So it's gonna be worth
This
for.
was probably the hardest one so far. Like, I don't
Yeah.
watch enough Chris Pine interviews, so.
I mean, I got Chris vibes all the way around. So
Yeah, and like I said, I was gonna say Chris Pratt. So
yeah. Okay. I'm
All right,
nervous.
we ready for the last and final celebrity?
the
Yeah.
tiebreaker. Okay.
The tiebreaker. All right. Celebrity number 8. This celebrity has farted his way through an interview. He has
Oh.
eyelid dandruff. His parents are second cousins, and he loved reading Archie comics as a kid.
How?
Paul Rudd.
Correct.
It was a parents or second cousin thing.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I don't know why I know that, but I do know that. That's why he doesn't age.
Like, okay, so I will say
I feel like I saw it on TikTok and I should have known faster, but I just like I was so fascinated by the forearms. I'm like, this is an old man's forearm, but it's not an old man's forearm. I was so confused.
You want to know something? You know how on the news and like celebrity media and stuff, they always talk about how young he looks?
Yeah.
But after learning the fact that his parents are second cousins, it kind of makes sense because of the bloodline thing. Keep those bloodline true.
No.
You know?
Okay, Paul Rudd is
Gorgeous. I'm mad I didn't get that one.
Go back to the other photo, D. Let's break this down.
That's like the perfect forearm.
Dude, his forearm looks so delicious. It looks like a chicken thigh, and I want to eat it.
No, it really does. I'm surprised you're not picking up on this critique that I have, though. I feel like the hair, this is where the hair is a little sparse because it's there, but it's not. It's like tricking you.
Yeah, he definitely needs more hair. But I'm curious, like, is this from Ant-Man, I guess?
Yes.
Ant-Man. And this is the perfect picture where the sleeves are rolled up to where it is.
Yeah. So maybe like maybe for Ant-Man he like did the whole waxy thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it could be the parents being second cousins. Maybe he doesn't grow that much body hair.
Yeah. If the first clue wasn't in here, I definitely would have gotten it. The farting during the interview threw me off so much. Like, what?
What is that, D?
Like during the entire interview, he was farting the entire way. That's what it was.
And like people like could hear it.
Yeah.
What interview?
What interview is it?
I have no idea. I just added the clue.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever knows it, please like let us know. Yeah. Has eyelid dandruff?
Like what?
Like from his eyelashes?
Yeah.
That's definitely from his parents being second cousins, because I mean I get like the crust from like waking up in the morning, but not dandruff.
Listen, he has all good genes from his parents being second cousins, but that's the only deal breaker or whatever.
Oh, for sure.
Eyelid dandruff.
Congratulations, Kim. Damn.
I won.
You beat me. I thought I was gonna come out on top.
Woo! I thought you did too, to be honest. Because I didn't know like if my sister knew like celebrities, so this could have been like I have no idea.
Yeah, these are good ones too, because these are like they're popular, but they're not that popular.
They're very neutral.
Yeah.
Besides probably like the first two, and that's more like favoring to me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first two are more famous out of any of these actors.
That's not true at all.
No?
You don't think so? I think so.
I think so.
Chris Hemsworth and Henry Cavill are the most famous out of everybody else on the slideshow.
No, I think Zac Efron is definitely more famous.
Within people our age, not older people.
Yeah.
I would say probably Paul Rudd.
You think?
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to go downstairs and be like, oh, do you know who Paul Rudd is? No one will know who he is in my house.
Mm-mm.
Okay, because but that's just your house. There's older people than us who watched him in the 90s with a Clueless and things like that. He was also on Friends, and then a younger generation has watched him through Marvel. So I would say he's probably the most famous as far as like across the board.
Yeah, but you make a good point.
Like Zac Efron would be more famous and more recognizable to people our age, but that's because we grew up watching him in Disney.
Yeah. I forgot he was in Clueless for a second.
Yeah.
The reason why I added him was for the fact that I did just watch Friends.
Exactly. See, exactly my point. Like mom probably knows. Mom watched Friends when it came out with dad. She probably knows who Paul Rudd is.
Mhm.
Yeah. He was on the show for a good portion too.
Yeah.
I mean, he did marry Phoebe.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim's yelling at someone.
She's heard of him. Wait, what's his character on Friends? Dave,
Mike.
right?
Mike.
Mike?
He's Mike. What did he change his name to? Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
No. So the story for that episode was that Phoebe went to go change her name to Hannigan because that's his last name, and then
Yeah.
she found out you can change your
knows
name
who it
to anything.
is.
So she changed
he
her name
is.
to Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
And he changed his to something stupid too, right?
Crap bag.
Crap bag. He did do that. I knew it was something.
Just to prove a point that what Phoebe did was dumb.
Yeah.
Yes.
She remembers who he is now.
Who
From
he is now.
Friends.
Yeah.
Mike from
I
Friends.
was-
I said Mike married Phoebe.
When I was finding out facts about Paul Rudd, I saw that he actually associates his breakthrough in acting to his time on Friends.
Oh, that's
He's
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
I'm surprised you didn't go with certain celebrities that I thought you were gonna go with.
Who do you think I was?
I thought you put like Chris Evans in there.
Yeah, I was expecting a Chris Evans one.
Yeah.
That would be like too like obvious. I just
No.
mixed it up.
Well, maybe because he's all over my TikTok. People love the Chris Evans.
They do. He's a
Maybe,
great
like-
Chris. There's so many great Chris's in the
Yeah.
world.
Okay, well, that was a fun game. It was especially fun because I won, so I'm not gonna be better.
I owe you Rook or Rook equivalent.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
My hair's a mess.
I
job.
thought I was
I'm
gonna have
actually
it. Good job.
surprised you did a good job.
What?
That was a
Wow,
compliment.
that's not
I'm surprised I
Word.
got as many as I did, honestly.
No, you did good. We were even.
Yeah.
You know.
The Michael B. Jordan one, man.
Yeah, come on, D.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize until like you said something. I thought it was fine.
You really didn't notice?
No.
I
I'm
was
not
just about to say it too, and Kim said it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I was like reading through the hints, and I was examining the picture, and I saw the M. I was like, oh.
I saw like the Mike and then the Jor, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, it's not Michael Jordan. It's probably Michael B. Jordan.
No, yeah.
There's only like two options there.
Because like Michael Jordan and Michael B. Jordan, like they're very different people, but and Michael Jordan's forearms would be so different than Michael B. Jordan.
So different.
Because they're
Okay.
built completely
So
different. They are.
I'm sure. They're probably more defined. Danielle, why are you texting me? Are you going to the bathroom? Is she going to the bathroom?
She probably didn't want it in the recording.
She goes, talk, I gotta poop. Okay, well, okay, so out of all the 8 celebrities that we saw, who had the best forearms?
For all the qualities that we look for in a forearm, either Ryan Reynolds or Chris Pine.
Okay, I would say probably either Ryan Reynolds or Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworths were pretty large.
Yeah, they were pretty big.
I don't know if that was his prime Hulk phase, because I know his body physique has changed a lot over the
Yeah,
years.
he definitely like bulks up and then slenders down a little bit, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, totally.
It's crazy how much like the actors put their body through for that stuff.
It's so not healthy. Like,
Oh, it's definitely not.
it's
Like the key to health is like sustainability and
like eating well,
yeah.
especially when they like put on like so much weight and then have to do, like be fit like within a matter of like 3 months
For a role.
Damn, I wish I could do that.
Right? I mean, they hire people to.
Of course, like they have all the like access in the world to get people at their fingertips to work, and then they work out like 6 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what could you be doing for 6 hours a day?
I mean, I would love to get paid to work out 6 hours of the day. That would be ideal.
Well, of course, like then it's probably worth it to work out 6 hours a day, but
Yeah.
otherwise,
I mean, I would love it. I mean, I kind of work out a lot as it is, so
yeah,
but you do that.
You actually like have like a life and a job where you can't work out 6 hours a day,
I
like
know.
every normal person.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Yeah.
I'm fatigued after that. That was hard work. I had to think a lot.
I know, right?
That was a lot of thinking. You did a good job. That was hard.
Yeah, good job for being neutral, D.
I'm back.
Good job for being neutral.
Yeah, that was difficult.
I'm glad you didn't screw me over. Okay, cool. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
So, if you guys want to see Lauren buy me some Rook or Rook equivalent, it'll be on our new TikTok because we just made a TikTok too. But by then, there'll be a bunch of videos and stuff, but it'll be on TikTok. So, go on TikTok. Okay,
I'm
great.
excited for this. When we have to do it soon. Or
Well,
as soon as possible. Because I know
whenever
you're-
this episode's coming out, it's gonna be for a while. Well, I mean, I can't go anytime soon. Let's be real.
Yeah. Sad face.
All right, Danielle.
All right.
Thanks, Lauren, for coming on the show. By the way,
Thank you for having me again. This was a lot of fun.
that was a lot of fun. You're welcome
I'm
anytime.
impressed with our knowledge on forearms and celebrities.
Yeah, me too. I didn't think I would have like gotten any.
I'm surprised with how much of the fun facts set off the right answer.
Yeah, I
That's well
agree.
done. Well done. Pats on the back for everyone.
Yay.
You fix your hair, D.
Oh, well, we're over anyways. So,
Okay, Danielle, take us home.
all right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to our podcast as
And
well as
watching.
playing along. I hope everyone enjoyed our Celebrity Forearm game. If you want us to see us play more of the Forearm
Yeah.
game, comment down below on what category of celebrity we should do next.
Yeah.
Spice
Or
it
what
up.
if we even changed it up and did like mouths?
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Have everybody send an email to M Sister Studios and tag it. Put in the subject, say Celebrity Forum, and write down a list of people. So Danielle can.
That's a
Write
good
down
one too.
People and or suggestions, and maybe we'll even have you on so you can show us your game.
And
Oh,
see if
The
you can-
ringer.
You.
Let's test our knowledge.
Imagine if we get like we turn this into like a Jeopardy round where like we have 3 contestants guessing the forearms.
Yeah. Somebody could either join us in guessing or they can host.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever floats your boat. We are so supportive and open for any ideas you guys have.
Setting sail, ladies. I hate it. Okay.
And gentlemen.
And gentlemen. Well, I said ladies because we're all ladies here, but and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen and everybody else.
Him, she, theys, and everybody else.
Everybody's welcome. Okay, well, I guess I'll bring this home because Danielle lost us. Right, thank you everybody so much for listening and watching this episode. If you guys want to hear more or want to watch more, listen to some more episodes, let us know what you think, and then we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Peace out.